Idolizing is killing you. It's so common in American society for people to put all these famous people, these celebrities, people like Tyler the Creator, LeBron James, Steph Curry, even across other places like Messi or Ronaldo or Sabrina Carpenter or, Bad Bunny, like all these different people, all these different famous people and even things. They put their favorite car brands, their favorite sports teams. They put all these different things above God, above priorities within their own life. You'll see full-grown men more excited for their favorite football team to win the Super Bowl rather than the birth of their own child. Isn't that crazy? We've come to a point to where it's so normalized. Worshiping things and people is so normalized. We put it above God. We put it above our own goals. We put it above becoming the person that we need to become. Like, you ever wonder, like, and I'm not saying it's bad to watch sports. I'm not saying it's bad to, be a fan of someone and, be a fan of certain characteristics of a person. Like I am myself. Like every single person is, whether you think it or not. But what is the problem is when you put that person, when you put that thing as an idol, that means you're literally putting it above every other thing in your life and you're holding it as this grand treasure, this grand important thing. Like an example of this, there's so many people that, they watch sports. They watch sports and they're waiting for let's say they have their favorite basketball team. They're rooting for them. And it's like, oh yeah, they finally won. They finally won the NBA finals. They finally won, they're champions. And they're so happy, they're so glad, and they're just in awe, they're in amazement. But then they also had a dream. They had a long time dream of being a basketball player. And they're not one of those people that, are like, oh, it wasn't really ever going to cut it out. Like they had the potential. They had the ability to. They had all the resources to. They could put in the work. Yet they just remained a fan. They remained a person that was simple and just watched everyone else live their dreams. And they put everyone else that was achieving all these things on this pedestal, on this high place, on this high point. Do you really want to be a person like that? Do you want to live a life like that? A life where every single successful person in an area that you're supposed to be successful in, every single person that's living out the life that you're supposed to be living, you are just a fan. You are literally a person that watches. And I know people are going to click off because people are going to be pissed that I'm going to say something like this because no one wants to talk about it. But you need to stop being such a fan. Stop putting these people as idols. Stop putting them on these high pedestals to where you're literally worshiping them. Like people like see LeBron and kiss the ground that he walks on. Think that he is the greatest thing that's happened since sliced bread. And let me tell you this, that is absolutely not the truth. It happens everywhere. People, even political candidates. And it doesn't matter what side you're on. There are people that treat both candidates like they are Jesus. And both of them are not. When are we going to realize that these are humans? These are not people that are meant to be worshipped. The only person who's meant to be worshipped is Jesus. That is the only person. People are so caught up. They're like, look at all these achievements. Look at all these things. And you see a glimpse of this person's life. You see a small little sliver of what they do. But you don't see them behind the scenes. You don't see everything that they do. You don't see what it took to get there. And people, you like to live and just be stuck. You like to admire to such an extent to where it's like all that matters to you. All that matters. You see, like, I just will never understand why people would want to live a life where they just have someone else as such a priority, but they can't even prioritize anything within themselves. There's so many people that watch sports and know every single thing about the greatest athletes. Yet they themselves, they're fat. They have a beer belly. They're sitting on the couch, eating junk food, eating a bunch of crap, and make no effort to better themselves. There are people that are such a fan of people like Steve Jobs and of Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all these different successful people. Yet they themselves, they don't have a business. They don't have an income, like a high income. They're not working towards anything within life. Is that a life you want to live? Is that truly the life you want to live? Where you're watching other people progress and get success, but you yourself are advancing nowhere? You're not moving anywhere? You're not pursuing your dreams? You're not pursuing what Jesus placed within your heart? You were given a plan. You were given an assignment. Yet you choose to go watch someone else fulfill their assignment. You choose to go and watch someone else achieve everything that they were cut out to achieve. Yet you sit there and watch it all. Really? Really? You're going to allow that to happen? You're going to go sit there and watch other people have success, but not you yourself. What does that sound like to you? Truly, what does that sound like to you? Is that a person you want to be? Do you want your own friends to have success, and you're that one person in the friend group that is you ever see those like famous people, they have their yachts, and it's like they have their different friends, and this friend does this friend is all that, and then there's like those couple friends that they're just there because they're friends. That's it. They don't have anything going for them. If that friend happened to die, then they are done for. They're screwed, because the inheritance, it's not going to them, it's going to the children. So they're literally connected directly to that person. Do you want to be a person like that? Really? You find satisfaction in that? You find peace? You find joy in that? Is that what you want to tell your kids? When you have kids, when you get married, is that what you want to say? Oh, well, yeah, my best friend, look at him all successful. But yeah, me, I just admired and I did nothing with my life. I never really tried to progress. I never really tried to do anything more. Is that the life you want to live? Make up within your mind now that you will focus on becoming all who you are created to be. You will focus on a plan that Jesus has for you. You will focus on improving your own life before you start having all these other different higher people and putting their lives ahead of yours. Don't live a life where you are idolizing people. It will absolutely crash your entire life. There's a reason why the Bible says not to idolize all these people. You do not know them at the end of the day. You see a few minutes of their day, you see a few minutes of their week, and you think, oh, they're amazing. But you don't see what it took to get there. You don't see they're actually putting in work while you're just enjoying the highlight reel. Don't be a person that lives like that. Don't be a person that lives like that. It's so easy to do that on Instagram, which you can follow me on, by the way. But I will be posting things of my journey on Instagram. Like, I don't have an interest in just posting the highlights. The highlights are absolutely amazing. But for me, I'm going to just be posting weekly and giving updates on how I'm running out some other business and all these other things. And, I'm also going to document it in my newsletter, which you can also go and read and learn about in the description below. And I suggest that you do not want, like, even with me, I don't want you to just watch my life and watch me progress and achieve all these things that God has called me to do, all these things that God has called me to achieve, to get. No, I want to see you be the best version of yourself. I want to see you constantly improving, be in a state where you're constantly moving forward, progressing, going to the next level, then going even higher. And you think that threshold you already reached? No, you can go even higher and just continue to go. That's what I want to build this community as. That's what my goal is, to train and equip each and every single one of you. We're not idolizing people. I don't want to be idolized. At the end of the day, I'm just the 18-year-old. I'm just an 18-year-old who lives at home. I do my online community college and I'm growing my different brands on my social media. That, at the end of the day, that's who I am. I'm just a person who's just focused on my goals. Don't idolize me. Don't idolize other people. Don't idolize your family members. Don't do that. Because when you start idolizing things, when you start idolizing people, you truly will lose focus of what matters. You're going to lose focus of God first, and then you're going to lose focus of your own life. You're putting someone else's life above your own. Do not idolize others. Now, if you want to watch a video that will change your life, that will go and spark change within your life, not just mentally, but physically and spiritually as well, go and watch this video right here. Watch this video, click right here and watch it now.